supports just such a move if this president acts unilaterally. Joining us, Senator Pat Roberts, who last week defeated independent challenger Greg Orman in a hard-fought battle to retain his seat. Senator Roberts, a key member of a number of committees, including Finance, Agriculture, Health, and Education. Congressman, first, congratulations on your victory. Secondly, good to see you. And let's turn to how this Congress and this Senate will respond to a president who does try to issue an executive fiat declaring amnesty for millions of illegal immigrants.
Well, Lou, thank you very much for those comments. I think it's all hands on deck. Right now I'm supporting Senator Sessions from Alabama in his efforts to strip the spending from the president's amnesty, I don't know what to call it. It's an amnesty executive order. If it's anything that I heard out in Kansas on the campaign trail, is that people are sick and tired of the Obama-Reed agenda and doing things by the pen or the sword. Here we come with an astounding, just an astounding executive order declaring his immigration policy, which is basically an executive order declaring amnesty. I don't think this is going to happen.
And, Senator, there is a different tone emanating from the Republicans that I've covered, whom I've covered over the years. There is, if you will, a responsible, significant, and serious tone to the leadership of both houses. Like every other American, I hope it all augurs well for the challenges that lie before this government, this Congress, and this Senate. Are you confident that this party is ready to stand up for some folks who've been kind of ignored over the last 6 years, perhaps longer, and that is the middle class of this country, working men and women who aspire to that middle class, small businessmen and women?
Well, there's no question about that. Everything that we talk about is growth, tax reform that aims right at the middle class, at the small business folks up and down Main Street in my home state of Kansas. But I'm really exhilarated over the opportunity to restore the Senate back to the Senate in the gridlock, start votes, see if we can get 60 votes for things that we all know that have to happen. We just went through a whole list of those today at lunch, starting with the pipeline. That's the, isn't it interesting that when a Senate seat is finally at risk, all of a sudden, why you have the White House coming on board, or at least we thought was coming on board, with regards to the pipeline. I think we'll get more than 60 votes. It's going to be rather embarrassing for the president to have that on his desk and not sign it if that's the case. And long overdue.
Long overdue. And in fact, it is now abundantly apparent over the years in which there's been an effort on the part of this administration to delay and then just stop altogether the Keystone Pipeline, that it is the president's will, not the Americans, not the American people's will, that he's interested in following here.
Well, there's no question about that. He is still very feisty about executive orders, and the American people are fed up with them. We don't have time for them. We have to govern. And that, I think, was the marching order that we got from the American public. I know that's what I got in Kansas. Get things done. As one farmer told me out west, Pat, I don't feel governed, I feel ruled. And you can do that with regulatory reform. You can take away, by using the purse strings, some of the most onerous regulations that we have. We would rather do it under a more comprehensive bill, but we're going to do everything we can to make this government work in the gridlock and in this Obama-Reed agenda where we don't get anything done.
Are you confident that this new majority in the Senate, along with, of course, the expanded majority in the House, will act to stop any executive fiat, or at least its implementation, should this president decide to act?
Well, I think there's 60 folks that have signed a letter already in the House. This news is ever changing with regards to the White House as to when he's going to do it. Even the current majority leader, soon to be minority leader, Harry Reid, has urged the president not to do this. I just don't think he can simply ignore that, knowing that we would go ahead and with the purse strings, with the appropriation bill, just take the money away.
Senator Pat Roberts, good to talk with. Thank you.
Thank you, Lou. Bye.